When I review Breville espresso machines, it often comes along with a list of aftermarket accessories that I recommend users pick up to improve the overall user experience. However, in the case of the new Breville Impress machines, this is not so much the case. Because they handle all of the tamping and dosing in a clean and closed-off system, there really just isn't the need for all of these other accessories that I normally recommend. Except for in the case of puck prep. Now, it should be noted that what I'm about to discuss is not a necessary step to use either of these machines. If you want to simply use it as intended and tamp straight after grinding, there is nothing wrong with that. However, if you do want to get the best possible espresso you can from these systems, or any espresso machine for that matter, then proper and thorough puck prep is a critical step. Luckily, you don't have to go very far to do this. Normally, I'm left recommending dosing cups and tampers from other brands, but in this case, Breville have actually unintentionally made the perfect product. This, a simple dosing funnel that twists onto the portafilter and then acts exactly the same as the portafilter when you insert it into the grinder. I will leave it linked down in the description below if you do want to pick one of these up for yourself. Because the Impress machines have an optical sensor to see when the portafilter is inserted, you'll need to turn the grinder into manual dosing mode, which is as easy as pushing the button on the Express or selecting it in the menu on the Touch. Then, just set the grind time to replicate your dialed-in shot, and you're off to the races. By adding this extra height, it allows you to remove the portafilter without making a mess, and then properly distribute the grounds. To do this, my recommended method of choice is WDT, or the Weiss distribution technique, which is really just a fancy name for first stirring and breaking up the clumps with very fine needles. Now, there are of course purpose-made tools for this that I will share, but if you don't want to spend any more money on products, then I also have a great video on DIY WDT tools that cost next to nothing. After distributing and breaking up any clumps, you can then give your portafilter 2 solid taps to settle the grounds, remove the funnel, and finish the tamp. Using this method, or any distribution method, will allow for more consistent and more evenly extracted shots from your machine. Now, the one caveat of this workaround is that this dosing funnel will not work with the stock spouted portafilter. There is simply not enough room for the funnel and portafilter before hitting the drip tray, which is why you might have already noticed by now that I am using a bottomless portafilter, which isn't just great for Instagram, but it also gives you more cup clearance and allows you to analyze whether your shots are flowing evenly by seeing the bottom of the basket. If you want to check out either of these bottomless portafilter options, you guessed it, I will have them linked right down below the like button. Both the Barista Express Impress and the Barista Touch Impress are great beginner espresso machines. But if you own either one of these and you're feeling the itch to play around and improve your shots further, then I highly recommend starting off with an improved puck prep routine just like this one. However, you should be warned, this hobby is an absolute rabbit hole. So if you take this next step towards your espresso perfection goals, there might be no turning back. If you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, and maybe even consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.